Hey, Cowboys Nation! Your like and subscription to this video are essential for us. Please consider it. As the Cowboys head into their crucial matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles. With the NFC East top spot on the line, their defensive success this season can be attributed to an unexpectedly key player making a significant impact. Only 11 games into the 2023 season, Cowboys cornerback Darren Bland has established a new single-season record for interceptions, returned for touchdowns, impressively scoring 5 times already. According to Pro Football Focus, Bland is limiting quarterbacks to a paltry 52.4 passer rating when throwing in his direction, bolstering his case for all-pro honors this season. ESPN's Todd Archer has identified Bland as the Cowboys' unexpected highlight of the season. Bland leads the NFL with 8 interceptions, and his 5 pick sixes are a single-season NFL record. All this while filling in for Pro Bowl CB Trayvon Diggs, who suffered a season-ending torn ACL in his left knee in a Week 3 practice. The Cowboys thought they would be okay with Bland, who had 5 picks last year to lead the team. But they couldn't have expected he would do this. In his past 2 games, he has given up a lot of catches and yards, so maybe he is hitting some kind of wall or just learning what life is like for a regular cornerback. 2 years after Trayvon Diggs topped the NFL in interceptions and earned first-team All-Pro status, Bland is showcasing a level of performance that puts him in contention to become the second Cowboy in 3 years to achieve All-Pro recognition at the position, marking an impressive rise for the 24-year-old emerging talent. As the Eagles head to Arlington, bringing along their dynamic wide receivers, Brown and Devonta Smith, Bland will be looking to redeem himself after a less-than-stellar performance against Seahawks standout Metcalf just 10 days prior. Quinn and the Cowboys remain hopeful about Bland's prospects. Their optimism is fueled by the fact that, despite a subpar outing, he still managed to secure his 8th interception of the season. During Week 13, even though his overall performance was somewhat subdued, Micah Parsons delivered the game's pivotal defensive moment by forcing Geno Smith into an incompletion on Seattle's last offensive play. Although he ended the game with just 2 tackles, Parsons emerged as the top-rated defender for the Cowboys in that matchup, as per the evaluations from Pro Football Focus. Parsons received a 92.1 rating from Pro Football Focus, a score significantly influenced by his 7 pressures on Smith, which notably disrupted the Seahawks' offensive rhythm, particularly in the second half. Throughout this season, Parsons has accumulated 42 total tackles and 11.5 sacks, just 2 shy of equaling his personal best. If you're still watching, please like the video. It means a lot. Thank you in advance. Ferguson's progress in his sophomore year has played a key role in the offensive achievements of the Cowboys. Ever since Prescott took over as the starting quarterback in 2016, he has consistently utilized his tight ends, ranging from Jason Witten to Dalton Schultz. The Cowboys didn't exert significant effort to keep Schultz, who, after playing under the franchise tag last season, moved on to the Houston Texans in the off-season. While deeply engaged in talks to bring on board free agent Robert Tonyan, who had played for the Packers during Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy's last season in Green Bay, Tonyan ultimately joined the Chicago Bears. Consequently, the Cowboys selected Luke Schoonmaker in the 2nd round of the draft. However, Ferguson, selected in the 4th round of the 2022 draft, has emerged as just as reliable a safety net for Prescott as Witten and Schultz once were. Ferguson, with his impressive tally of 46 receptions for 498 yards and 5 receiving touchdowns in 12 games. Ranks just behind Cowboys receiver CeeDee Lamb, 90 catches, 1,182 yards, 7 touchdowns in each of these metrics. Meanwhile, Schultz has recorded 40 receptions for 455 yards and 5 touchdowns in 11 games for the Texans. In the NFL tight ends category, only Mark Andrews of the Baltimore Ravens and Sam Laporta of the Detroit Lions have outscored Ferguson and Schultz this season. Ferguson's total of 7 career receiving touchdowns ties with Witten for the second highest number by a Cowboys tight end in their first 2 seasons, trailing only Billy Joe Dupree's record of 9. Recent buzz around the Dallas Cowboys suggests they're formulating a contingency strategy following their missed opportunity with Shake Leonard, who joined the Philadelphia Eagles. Insights from ex-Cowboy scout, now analyst, Brian Broaddus indicate the team is contemplating bringing back Anthony Barr, a 4-time Pro Bowler. Broaddus brought up Barr as a potential option in response to queries from fans on X regarding the Cowboys' forthcoming plans. On December 4, Broaddus reported, "Name I heard was Anthony Barr," adding, "Just reporting what I heard." Under NFL regulations, the Cowboys are allowed to sign Anthony Barr, provided he is added to their 53-man roster. Additionally, for this move to materialize, the experienced player would need to be open to a reunion with Dallas. Having spent his initial 8 seasons at the Vikings, Barr moved to the Cowboys in 2022. Should Dallas, driven by coordinator Dan Quinn's interest, decide to poach him, the Vikings' only countermeasure would be to promote him to their own 53-man squad. Last season, Barr racked up 58 tackles, 4 hits on quarterbacks, 2 tackles for loss, 2 fumble recoveries, and a sack over 14 games, starting in 10 of them. Bobby Belt from 105.3, The Fan highlighted Dallas's potential interest in Barr, sparking a wave of speculation and rumors around the Cowboys. He possesses certain qualities that the current Dallas starters, Marquise Bell and Damone Clark, don't have. During an episode of the Love of the Star podcast, Belt commented, "That is somebody who does understand the Cowboys' defense, has played within it. I wonder, just myself, if the Cowboys do lose out on Shaquille Leonard and they need to go get another linebacker. They need to go get another body. It would seem that it would make some sense to say, well, let's go get a veteran who was also here last year. He's on a practice squad. He's in playing shape. Let's just go make this signing off the practice squad." The reasons behind Leonard's choice to sign with the Eagles instead of the Cowboys are a topic of discussion. Dallas could use depth at linebacker with Leighton Vander Esch sidelined for the season and potentially longer. However, Marquise Bell has stepped up impressively to cover for Vander Esch's absence. That's it for today.